It's debate night, but we're not in Milwaukee.
Who won the debate last night? It's not even a question. It was Trump in that Tucker Carlson interview on Twitter. It is saying it is surging up to over 200 million impressions. Now, it could be click-throughs, real viewership. We won't know. Either way, they put a shame and destroyed Fox News debate. The real winners were not on that panel. It was Tucker Carlson in Trump's interview. And Trump was absolutely right and calculated and did the right thing. And I felt that way the whole time. And many of us felt the same. There is no need for him to go on a panel of people that shouldn't even be on the debate stage. They have no chance in hell of winning the presidency.
Mr. President, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Why are you at the Fox News debate tonight in Milwaukee?
Well, you know, a lot of people have been asking me that, and many people said you shouldn't do them, but you see the polls have come out, and I'm leading by 50 and 60 points. And, you know, some of them are at 1 and 0 and 2. And I'm saying, do I sit there for an hour or 2 hours, whatever it's going to be, and get harassed by people that shouldn't even be running for president? Should I be doing that? And a network that isn't particularly friendly to me, frankly. You know, they were backing Ron DeSanctimonious like crazy, and now they've given up on him. I mean, it's a lost cause. It reminded me very much of 2016. You know, in 2016, I went through the same stuff and had to fight them all the way, and then they became very friendly after I won, or just about when I was winning. But I just felt it would be more appropriate not to do the debate. I don't think it's right to do it. If you're leading by 50, 60, I have one problem leading by 70 points, and I'm saying, why am I doing it? And I'm going to have 8 people, 10 people, whoever made the debate, I don't know how many it is, but I'm going to have all these people screaming at me, shouting questions at me, all of which I love answering, I love doing, but it doesn't make sense to do them. So I've taken a pass.
He's right. Why would he go onto a stage and just literally let people just harass and hassle him? Something that he dealt with when he was already president and what he dealt with the last time he ran. He is at a whole nother level. He doesn't have to even entertain the peasants. There was a lot of yelling and back and forth with Vivek Ramaswamy and the Chris Christie dude. Clearly people that shouldn't be up there whatsoever. A lot of people performed a good job. They did a good job. But in the end, the real winners that were not a part of the dog and pony show put Fox News debate to absolutely a shame and just destroyed him. So so Trump was right. There's no need for him to go on to the debate stage. There is a lot of great candidates. Vivek Ramaswamy, he did do his thing. He sounded good. We all know who Ron DeSantis is. There's a lot of people that support him. I'm actually here in Florida. I have my disdains for some of the things that he did, just handling during the Wuhan lockdowns, something that affected me personally, especially when it came to my business. But overall, he did do better than, you know, most of the other governors in this country. He did lead the way. And it's just kind of sad to see where his political career, as far as this whole dog and pony show, has gone. If you didn't see the full interview, you got to go look at it. I'm not going to show all the clips here. He did mention about television is kind of going out. They're going down. The polls are showing it. People just don't watch them anymore. People don't trust the media, right? It's fake news media, literally. It is. We can't trust, so we have to revert to independent thought, independent people that are acting as journalists, right? Because we don't have no real objective journalism that just gives us the truth in media anymore. So, you know, I love every bit of it. I'm glad that Tucker and Trump's interview was a hit. Of course, the left is going to try to say, oh, it's false, it's a fudge, the 200 million impressions and viewership is not true, it's misleading, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. We know how the left does. They want to try to downplay everything. And it's just sad to see where our country is today and how they're getting mug shots of Trump and all these fake whack indictments in Fulton County and the race. It's just crazy, man. It's sad to see that our country, where it is right now, man. It's absolutely, we have a country to save, folks. We do. But we're going to see, this is going to be an interesting 2024 presidential just run, man. So I'm voting for my boy Trump. All the polls that I've seen, a lot of people support Trump. I'm supporting Trump. I've always been a Trumper. I even refer to myself as mean tweet commentary. Trust me. The man is one of the best presidents we've had. I could go on and on and on, but I want to know what your guys' thoughts are. And before I end it, there's something that's weird about this whole thing. Is them blocking Trump's campaign from even going into the Fox debate, like his son, Trump Jr.
Right now, trying to ban people from actually having discourse about politics.
How un-American.
Probably shouldn't surprise any of us, but that's what it is. And I've been told by others that I would be able to go in. So they said we were able to go in, then they said they weren't. Now that we're here, and the candidate that
said you can't go in the spin room.
They're telling me right
He's
now,
saying
Fox
Fox
won't
said
let
that.
me into the spin
But
room.
that's what the
You
American
work for
people
Fox
should know.
News,
This
sir?
is the kind of
They're
network
telling
they
him, he
are.
works for security here, but they're telling him that I'm not allowed to go in there. Because the candidates that they've been boosting while simultaneously trying to cut down Trump for the last, 2 years, didn't perform as they had hoped. So they can't have someone who can maybe be a representative of my father. Just like a few weeks ago when I was canceled after the first indictment, I was scheduled to go on. And about 5 minutes before I'm on, I found out I'm no longer on because apparently I wouldn't be a great surrogate to talk about my father's indictment. Just so we understand what we're dealing with here. So it shouldn't surprise any of us. And it's also why Trump was 100% right to not go to this debate.
Exactly.
It's beneath him, and when you know that you're walking into a setup because of exactly these kinds of circumstances, you understand exactly what's going on in mainstream media, even conservative.
It's very
I like to
un-American.
knock the
It's
one
against
side,
First
but I got to call
Amendment.
balls and strikes. This is no different than what we see from the Democrats. It's no different than what we're seeing from the Fulton County DA when they're trying to put a gag order on Donald Trump so he can't defend himself in court proceedings. And more importantly, to function as an intimidation tactic for anyone else who would defend him, where the DA there is then saying, hey, we're going to add you people to the indictment if you take part in this. I don't know, guys. Doesn't reek of democracy. All the people that have been screaming that for the last 6 or so years, especially during the Trump presidency, when I believe we had a lot more freedom than we do now, or certainly since this administration's taken over, are strangely quiet. But I guess we shouldn't be surprised.
But I also found it interesting they blocked Larry Elder and his team from even going into the debate. So it's like, what's going on here, right? Trump Jr., he's calling it right. Like, we always call out the left, we call out the Democrats, but is there things going on within the establishment, the deep state, within the own Republican Party? And I think all of us can answer that is yes. You know what I mean? So it's just sad to see where it is right now and where it's going. But overall, I don't want to make the video long. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are. Who do you support? Put it in the comments. Are you going with Ron DeSantis, Vivek Ramaswamy? You going with Chris Christie? I doubt it. You're going with Trump? Like, who are you supporting? What was your thoughts on the whole debate? Do you think that the candidates that were there won, or do you feel that Trump and Tucker Carlson were the real winners in breaking the internet and just putting Fox News debate to shame? I want to know. Put it in the comments. If it's your first time on the channel, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you get notified every time I put out a new video. Overall, we got a country to save, folks. It's your boy, Craig Long 45, giving you that mean tweet commentary. You can't make this shit up. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, oi. You're old.